Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello. And it is Friday. It is the second day in October, and we have started reading with our Patch Tarot deck, which is brand new to me, and I'm super excited about it. It's very bright. I think I was going to show you guys the box today, too. So there's the box. It's got Patch as the fool on there. And one of the things that I really like about this deck is how kind of bright it is and also clear the images are. So even though they're kind of cartoon character like, and some people might look at them and go, oh, it's kind of childish looking. Look at it more as, oh, they're jumping, more as they're simplistic and easy to read. So it's sort of like the difference between looking at a really beautiful piece of artwork that is a masterpiece and a lot of details, and every time you look at it something new and exciting pops out at you, or looking at a really artfully designed logo or artfully designed piece of advertisement where you look at it and you go, oh my gosh, it draws my eye, but I can't really put my finger on why. A lot of psychology behind that, but it still can be beautiful and interesting and not childish, just more simplified so it's easier to understand for a brain more quickly. And that's why I really like this deck for people who are new to doing tarot and doing readings, because not only is it really pretty and really bright, it also has a lot of kind of signals to it so you can go, "Oh, I remember what that means. Oh, I can get through this." Cool. All right. So, without further ado, let's see which one we get through today. Oh, okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. Very, very bright. It is one of the major arcana. And I think, yeah, this is, so yesterday's was not a major arcana, it was a minor arcana. So the major arcana on these have a lot of really interesting stuff going on too. And this one is the Hermit. I don't know if you can see that, the Hermit. And the Hermit has obviously the number 10, little X at the top for Roman numeral, and it is very bright green. I don't know how easy it is to tell. I've got this like halo thing going on. It's not on purpose, I swear. And so it's very green, it's very bright, and yet there's nothing kind of distracting the eye. So you see, okay, this is the Hermit. He's sitting, he's meditating. It's very clear he's out in the woods. There's a beautiful full moon, which is super appropriate because we are in the full moon right now. And he has like an egg down here, or maybe it's a seed. I don't know. It could be a seed, or oh, okay, that's a snake wrapped around it. So it could be an egg. I thought maybe it was a seed because of like a sprout coming out of it. So serpents we know represent knowledge and kind of that higher energy sort of knowledge, not just, oh, I read it in a book somewhere kind of knowledge. It's deeper knowledge than that. So it makes sense to have that wrapped around kind of the egg that the hermit is contemplating over. Also, we see the lantern is more of a magic wand in this one because he's usually carrying a lantern, which is the light of enlightenment. And in this case, it's on a wand, which I think is really cool because wands we know are that connection between metaphysical and physical world. So having the light come from this tool of that crossing over is really a nice touch, nice touch. And there's like an entity or something coming down to him, and I don't know if that's here to like ask him a question or to kind of bring him more knowledge. It's kind of hard to tell, but it could be both because it is the hermit, and we know hermit is kind of like a Yoda like character where he knows all these things, but yet he's still sort of learning the powers of the force and all that kind of stuff. And he is deep in the woods, so he's contemplating. I love the bright rays of light that are coming from this. They are very distinct and very bright and beautiful on here. And they also kind of draw the eye to that light of enlightenment sort of point. There are words at the top of this Oh, and I just noticed there's a city in the background. So before I talk about the words, there's a couple things that I noticed as I turned this around. One, I did not notice the three-headed animal in the front there, who I kind of see as the underworld, is because we recognize that as Hades. It's hard to tell. I didn't even see it when I was holding it up to the camera. And at first glance, I didn't catch it, but now I can see it. He's very clearly the three-headed animal. I'm gonna go with he is Spot. He is Cerberus, and he is kind of guarding the hermit in a way. But at the same time, that kind of shows that the hermit has knowledge of the underworld as well as the physical world. There's also this bubble around him, this kind of force field that either he is emanating or is kind of protecting him while he's thinking about all of these things. And far, far in the background, there's a city with all this light and stuff back there. And I see that as like civilization as a whole, in the sense of like, okay, he has stepped away from society, but it's there, it's in the back of his mind that he will have to one day return to it, and he will have to one day kind of bring his understanding of the universe to that. The words on the top are meditation, which is upright, and isolation, which is inverted. Down in the bottom we have yod, which is the Hebrew letter, and also Virgo is represented. I really appreciate that they have the name of the Hebrew letter and also the word that corresponds with the little image of the zodiac, because I know I'm not super adept at it. I can't imagine somebody who's for the first time picking up a deck of tarot cards going, "Oh, I know what that symbol is." I mean, you might have some latent knowledge of it, but at the same time, it's really handy to have that there. So we know that yods represent kind of that uh, divinity or the knowledge of divinity kind of thing. So that makes perfect sense. Virgo, I see it more as like, we know that Virgo, it represents kind of the practicality of things. It represents that almost stoic step by step of things. So I can see that being strongly represented in this card. I love meditation and isolation as the two words that represent the upright and inversion of this card, because again, the hermit's knowledge comes more from within than from study of other things. It's study of self, it's study of listening to that inner voice, which can best be done during meditation. So I would say that a real simple way to read this card is take time to meditate, take time to think about things, and listen to your inner voice. Isolation is obviously spending too much time doing that and spending too much time looking at like only what's within and not being able to take that to the rest of the world. So all of this is really great. I think that it's a beautiful representation of the meaning of this card. And I'm not just saying that because these are new cards and I'm still like really enamored with them. They really do take the time to represent the symbols and the ideas of these cards and break them down into these bite-sized pieces so you can study it, so you can understand it, rather than, look, we've drawn this beautiful image. Isn't it great? Isn't it beautiful? But then you're like, yeah, but what does it mean? And there's a whole lot of blurriness to that meaning. This is straightforward, very clear. It might not be what some people consider like fine art, but I think as a collected piece, it's really great for beginners, or if you're just feeling like, hey, I don't really want to work hard to find the symbolism in this. I just need an answer, and I need it quick, and I need it to be straightforward, which we know the cards have a really hard time doing most of the time. That's my sarcasm for the day. I think this is a really good card for a Friday, in the sense of, as we go into the weekend, sometimes we get a little carried away. If we can go out and be among people, which is, we're getting there, and or if you've got Zoom meetings and all of these other things going on, you can tend to lose the idea of step back, take a moment to yourself, still really contemplate what it is to be within your own sphere of knowledge and your own sphere of understanding, and listen to that inner voice. So, as you go into the weekend, listen to your instincts, listen to your inner voice, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, if you are interested in purchasing these cards and you want to help me out a little bit, you can get them through an affiliate link in the description below, and also learn about all the other crazy stuff I do on Discord and other things. And until next time, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Bye!